The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So I'm so excited about our next guest. She's a super lawyer / journalist, producer, and you can catch her weekdays as a co-host on The View. Please welcome Sunny Hostin to the show. Hey, Miss Hostin, good morning.
Thanks for having me. You know I love your show.
No, we love you.
Okay.
We always waiting on your opinion on The View because you just so laid back with it, and you get everybody together so kindly. I absolutely love it.
You got to gather people with kindness.
Yeah.
Right.
If you can.
We are so excited about Soul of a Nation. You know what? You was coming on the show when I saw it. I was reading it, and I just started stuttering because I couldn't believe that you was coming. I said, wait a minute. I just got nervous because I'm such a fan. And we're excited about Soul of a Nation, a 6-part series on ABC that you're a part of. Now, each week we had a chance to catch new guest hosts and really dig deep into Black America today. So tell us, what can we expect from tonight's episode?
Well, tonight is one of my favorite episodes because we're going to be exploring the role of sports in the racial reckoning. And we know historically our sports figures have always been a part of this reckoning, right? I mean, we go back to the 1968 Olympics with Tommy Smith and John Carlos, and we actually are interviewing John Carlos, who basically gave up his Olympic career to protest racial inequity. We're going and talking to the NBA's Chris Paul and Carmelo Anthony. We're talking to the NFL's Michael Thomas, who knelt in solidarity with Colin Kaepernick. My girl, Jamel Hill, is hosting the entire hour. We're going to be interviewing Nia and Mark Zetta, who became like these viral sensations with their floor routines. They are gymnasts with UCLA. We're also interviewing Renee Montgomery from the Atlanta Dream, and she stepped away from what would have really been her 12th season in the league to basically just empower our community during the BLM protest. And she even joined the league in supporting Raphael Warnock's campaign in the Georgia runoff against her then owner of the one of the NBA sports teams. So and then we actually even conclude the episode with Common.
Right.
He's going to be debuting one of his new songs. So it's a wonderful, wonderful episode. And of course, we're going to have my segment in the kitchen where I interview Lisa Salters. I'm going to be interviewing Mark Spears, Maria Taylor, all from ESPN. And you know how we say, if it's too hot, don't come in the kitchen, because we have some really, really real conversations in the kitchen.
Wow.
Now, Sonny, you've mentioned a few names. You mentioned Carmelo Anthony and Taraji P. Henson and Sterling K. Brown. Now, what has been one of the most compelling moments that really hit home for you?
You know, there have been so many. I will say we had Sterling K. Brown in the kitchen, and he talked about, I asked everybody the same question: what was the moment when you knew you were Black? And we've had all sorts of different answers, but Sterling gave an answer about when he was a young kid and he asked a white woman to a dance. And she said no, her family wasn't racist, but her family didn't think that the races should mix. And then 25 years later, he saw her at a high school dance. And she said, oh, I remember you. And he said, what I remember about you is this incident when you told me that you couldn't go to this dance with me. And she cried and said, I can't believe that's what you remember about me and my family. And he said he was put in a position to basically comfort her. Oh, wow. And that was striking to me, because that was the moment as a young kid where he knew he was otherized, would be otherized by society. He says he spent his career trying to make sure that people knew what Black excellence is. And, we're talking about a Stanford engineering graduate. So Sterling, that question, the moment, has really been something for me every time I ask someone.
Well, what was that moment for you, like, Sonny?
Well, my moment was kind of similar. I got asked to the junior prom by this kid, Eddie Velarde, and he was an Italian kid, and I accepted. And he then came back to me a couple of days later, and he said that his mother said we couldn't go to the prom together because black cats don't screw birds.
Ooh.
And I'm still not sure what that means, but I certainly knew I was black at that moment. And, I went home and told my parents, and they were kind of devastated by it and explained to me the history of what this country is about. And let's face it, we see sort of that reckoning even today. We're in the middle of covering the Chauvin trial, right?
Right.
Well, I have to ask you, Sunny. We, of course, know you from the fiery debates that you give daily on The View. And as a TV host, what are your thoughts about this Sharon Osbourne and Cheryl Underwood debate? Now, the talk over Sharon stood up for Piers Morgan and his rants against Meghan Markle. Do you think it was right call for them to remove her from the cast? What are your feelings?
I will say I haven't been following it that closely, so I don't know what the inner workings are of their decision. But I can say, talking about race, talking about these difficult issues is something that we do on our show every single day. And it's very difficult. And it's something that you have to do with grace and respect. And it's a challenge. And people have to be willing, though, to have those really difficult conversations in a safe place. And again, with respect. And, I think that's the only way that we can get beyond these problems that we're having in our country.
Right. And I watch you because when Senator McCain's daughter, Meghan McCain, goes way, way, way left, and you're just so calm about it. And I'm like, she better than me because I'm from Alabama. I have my grandmama in my blood, and that a lot of that stuff it wouldn't have flew. But we are so happy and excited for you. What other projects do you have in the works?
Well, I have a couple of projects in the works. I have a book called Summer on the Bluffs that comes out May 4th, and it's about a black family that is going to be on Martha's Vineyard, and three god sisters and their godmother, and it explores, our time on the beach. And it's a summer read. It's going to be fun. It has a historical perspective to it, but it is fiction. And I'm very excited about that. It's coming out on May 4th. It's for us, it's by us. And the other things that I'm going to be working on, of course, The View. And I have a couple of more projects that I'm working on, but I can't announce them yet.
Right.
But certainly a lot more to come with Disney and ABC that I'm going to be talking about, and I'm very, very excited about, and I hope you'll invite me back, Ricky.
Absolutely.
I can talk about him.
I'm literally sitting here in my heart, like two people I've been nervous I had on the show. I wasn't even nervous when we interviewed President Obama and President Biden, but it was you and the president of Delta Sigma Theta just had my heart beating. I'm just so nervous. I'm like, let me make sure I pronounce my words right. I'm in my chair, literally sitting up straight because when I had you and the president of Delta Sigma Theta on the show, my nerves, I'm sitting up straight. I read these notes 15 times trying to do everything right. Brett, you know right, Brett? let everybody know how we can follow you.
I am at Sunny on Instagram. I'm at Sunny on Twitter. You can follow me at Sunny on Facebook. And of course, you can watch me on The View every day, ABC, 11 o'clock. And I'm going to be on Soul of a Nation tonight, ABC, at 10 o'clock, Channel 7. And I really hope people tune in because this is really groundbreaking television. It's, this primetime news magazine, and it really expands the vision of Black life in America in a way I think that broadcast TV journalism has never, ever done before. So I hope people will join us.
Listen, I'm so excited. I will be watching, and I want to make sure everybody that's listening right now, make sure you watch, check out Soul of a Nation tonight. at 10, 9 Central on ABC. Ladies, see how I pronounce all my words, Brett? Brett, you hear me?
I see.
Brett,
You're real articulate. I got
Brett,
you. Go ahead.
Brett, can I do it one more time, Brett?
One more time. You're doing good. Go ahead.
Make sure you check out Soul of a Nation tonight at 10, 9 Central on ABC. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Sunny Hostin.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We got Jeff Johnson coming up next. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show.